Introduce yourselves.
Roy McWade from Panama City, Florida.
All right.
Dan Johnson, Panama City.
But originally from San Antonio.
San Antonio, Texas.
You ever been to the Crockett?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Jason Sloan, I live in Niceville, originally from Thomasville, Georgia.
Yeah. You ever been to Teasdale's?
I don't think I have.
They used to sell shotguns and that kind of stuff there.
Matt Jones from Panama City.
Rutherford or Bay? Or
Homeschool.
homeschool, even better.
Hi, I'm Mike Courtwright. I'm originally from Liberty, New York. I'm
Right.
currently in the United States Air Force.
Well, good. You're stationed at Fort Walton or at Tyndall?
Down in that area, yes, sir. Eglin Air Force Base.
You're at Eglin? Okay, good. Well, these guys are Copper Line Bluegrass. And as you can see, they're from all over the Panhandle. And they opened for Ricky Skaggs tonight. Now, I'm trying to stay out of the picture, but because, you know, I got a face for radio. And they opened for Ricky Skaggs tonight, and I'll tell you what, if I'd had a skirt, you'd have blown it up.
Thank you, sir.
They were really great. These are skilled musicians. Now, you're originally from here pretty much, and so are you. But I don't know if y'all realize what a strong bluegrass tradition that the Panhandle has had.
Oh, yeah.
Good point.
Yeah, Chubby Wise come out of the...
Right. Yeah. But y'all are very talented. Tell me a little bit about yourselves.
I'm just me. I'm just old Roy.
Okay.
What do you want to know? I mean, I can tell you anything. Just
Well,
about.
just tell me the truth.
You might not want to know the truth.
I'll handle the line for all of us.
Yeah, you might not want to know the truth.
Okay.
I mean, Copper Line, I fruitioned it 5 years ago. And then me and Matthew actually started it.
Right.
And so then we just went from there. Me and him, we knew we had something. We just didn't know what we had. You
got it.
And so we just started building together. And we grabbed Jason and slung him in. And literally,
Yeah.
I mean, he come, we said, you want to come play with us? And yeah. So we brought him in there. And we got 2 shows coming up. We never
Where y'all
practiced
gonna
with
be
him.
after this?
Where is it? Is it Laurel Hill, Florida?
You're gonna be down at the festival down there in
Yes,
2
sir.
weeks.
Yes, sir.
There's their place Saturday evening, I believe.
Saturday evening and
Friday evening? Yeah.
Friday evening. Well, anybody that we're gonna give you all the press we can on our little station.
Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.
And you just play the stand-up bass, or did you get ruined with the electric bass first?
I started with guitar first.
Okay.
But,
You're a multi-instrument.
yeah, or I just like suck at a lot of them.
That would have been my description of myself. And you're probably, if you play mandolin, you can play anything.
Guitar,
Yeah.
mainly. That's what I started on.
Yeah.
10 years, 11 years of guitar, and then the Bluegrass bug hit me at a festival we're going to go play after the Laurel Hill Festival,
Where's
the
that?
second weekend of May. It's at the Picker's Paradise in Oclockney, Georgia,
I know
outside
where-
of Thomasville.
I know where Oclockney is.
And we booked to play there, so it'll be like being home for me. A lot of friends and family right in there. But going out there and hearing bluegrass, and it just got all over me.
Ever been to Mule Days?
Yes, sir. Mule Days, Old South Day.
Yeah.
All them. Yes, sir.
That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it is.
My mother's family is originally from over in that part of the world.
Okay.
And it's a beautiful place, great people.
Well, that's the thing with bluegrass and the festivals. It's all family oriented.
Very, very.
And that you can bring the children out and the old folks. I like to sit around and just talk and hear the stories and the picking. So
Right.
it's so much more than just the music. It's the environment, and all that goes with it.
Well, I think if you can go to a festival like this, I learned this a long time ago. If you can go and camp and stay, a lot of times what you'll hear in the campground, people after the show's over with, they go out and they play together. People that don't even play together will get together and they'll freestyle it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the only reason I'll go.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is that right?
Yeah, you can do what you want to. You can be who you want to be.
Yeah.
And you can go through there and actually, if you could pick one of the finest bands in the world. And
Yeah.
You just go there and you can handle
Yes.
them like
Right.
Yes.
There's just
If
so
they'll be
much
willing
talent.
To do it,
Yeah.
but most of them, well, no, I just pick around the house or time, but that's
Yeah.
the ones you want.
We've got some of those right here in Covenant County that they don't ever want to get out of Covenant County. They just want to play.
And we just love it.
We love the
can't
music.
stand it.
That's why we do it.
I know you do. It's obvious the way you play and the way you sound. Panama City.
Yes, sir. Before we forget, now this man right here, SloanMandolins.com.
Yes, it is.
What is that?
SloanMandolins.com.
.com.
SLOAN.
folks, he plays one tonight. If they don't mind, we're going to put some of their music on our Facebook page. And we'll, if it's all right, if you've got a Facebook page or a website or anything like that,
Yes, sir.
we want to be able to link y'all from our website to you. Copperline Bluegrass out of the Florida Panhandle. It don't get any realer than that. It just don't.
Thank you so much.
They have so much fun. They're one of those groups that you can't have any more fun than they are and keep all your clothes on. They're just, they're just great. Tell me about yourself.
There's not much to say about me.
Well, you're young.
This man, Roy, drugged me in, made me start singing lead.
Yep.
I finally got over
Yeah.
singing.
He was very, very quiet. And I told him, I said, look, man, he knew all the songs. I
Right.
sung lead for another band, but he knew all the songs. I said, well, you sang lead. And I don't want to. He's very shy. And then I kept pushing that way, and Matthew had come a long way.
Yes, sir.
He's
And-
doing great.
Yes, sir.
And this is a great honor for me because growing up, Ricky Skaggs and Kentucky Thunder is what inspired me to ever touch the banjo and pick it up. And
Right.
that is the number one group that pushed me to, made me want it.
Well, there's a man that I used to travel with. His name was Big Jim Williams.
I know.
And he was about this big. And he told me, we was in Nashville, and he sat me down. And I was his rhythm picker.
Yeah.
And he told me, he said, son, he always called me son. He said, when you got your band, it's going to be good. He said, but work on your harmonies. He said, you can find a player or a picker anywhere, but the harmonies is everything. And that's what
Big Jim
Yes,
gave
sir.
you good advice.
Yes, sir.
I always think about that song that John Sebastian wrote called Nashville Cats. Now, you've heard it, and I'm trying to remember the young guy's name that's redone it in the last.
Dale McCurry did it
Yeah,
one time.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. There's that line, there's 1,462 guitar pickers in Nashville, and every one of them can pick a guitar better than I ever will.
Yeah.
Well, the reason they can do that is because most all of them played bluegrass before they ever got to Nashville. I believe if you can play that, I believe if you can play
yeah.
bluegrass and meld all the pieces that are there, you can play symphony music. They don't call it the Grand Ole Opry for nothing.
That's right.
But
Yes, sir.
well, I think actually the Copperline's secret is that we push each other. I
Yeah,
think that's what it is. I think it's actually, I push Matthew pushes me, we push them, they put, I mean, it's just, we help each other up there, and we don't even realize we're doing it.
That right, and it's an
It's
energy.
just
I've enjoyed all our shows we've ever done,
Right.
but the ones that really just set the stage on fire, it was the energy and the interaction between each other, and that look in that eye. Okay, here we go, we'll get after it, this, that, and the other, and it just makes me pick better.
yeah.
And
we
I get to where I
always-
play.
And we always notice that energy coming from Jimmy Martin, king of bluegrass.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's
Well, and I was glad to see y'all play some Jimmy Martin and
Oh,
do,
yeah.
what a tribute
Hound
tonight.
dog himself.
And I thought, what a tribute tonight. Of course, when you did White Dove, that always, I get goosebumps talking about it now. It's still one of the sweetest songs ever written. Now where did you learn to play fiddle?
I had a great uncle. He started me on the fiddle when I was 10 years old, my Uncle Preston. And him and my granddad played music in upstate New York, and they did a lot of square dance music.
Right.
Going back further, my great-grandfather, he played fiddle, and he called square dances at the same time.
Right.
So, of course, that got passed down to my grandfather. Skipped a generation with my dad, but my Uncle Preston, my grandfather, got me back into music where I needed to be, and kind of raised me up from the ground. And I grew up playing a lot of French-Canadian old-time fiddle tunes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so I joined the Air Force in 1997, and I got stationed out in Idaho, and kind of got involved in the bluegrass scene out there. Never played bluegrass before, and I got playing with a group called Heaven Bound, played gospel songs for 3.5 years. And there's a great mandolin builder out there, Ron Cole. I was his fiddler, and we toured around a little bit when we could. But from there, I went to Germany and went to Korea, went to Missouri, and to be honest with you, I've been out of the fiddle playing business since 2006, and I haven't really played fiddle until I got wound up here in Copperline. And funny story is, Jason Sloan over here, I show up at Eglin Air Force Base, and I needed some work on my mandolin, and dropped it off, and one thing led to another, and he's like, "You play any other instruments?" I said, "Yeah, I play a little bit on fiddle, but I haven't played much in a while." So it went from getting my mandolin worked on to now I'm playing bluegrass fiddle within 3 months. So it's try and get back into the groove of things. And
Is it like falling off a bicycle?
yeah, they say, but it's a little bit harder than that.
Well, the getting back, it's falling off the hard part. It's getting back
It's not as much physical as it is mental.
So I just want to say, the Copper Line has given me the opportunity to, by their gracious, good graces, if you will, they've allowed me to come in here, and I'm trying to back them up the best I know how. And I think we're just feeding off this energy with each and every one, and we're only going to get better.
Now, I'm betting y'all felt that tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Because it's sure, let's see, you're either the best fakers that ever lived, or you were really on. Y'all were pretty doggone
It meant the
good.
world of us. I mean, to be here and to do this for Ricky and for the college. I mean,
Yeah.
for good cause, scholarships for the kids. But we had Henderson last weekend. We did more playing than we did sleeping, to tell you the truth. But still, you can step up on a stage like this.
People don't realize
You
that
never know.
that Henderson Festival's a pretty good festival.
Oh, it's incredible. It's really good. A lot of
Up
good.
against that old school
Yes,
and
sir.
everything, I'm
Yes,
sure
sir.
the acoustics are out of this world.
Yep. And it's just family up there.
Yeah.
You can just, you can just feel it, talking
Yeah.
with everybody, feel right at home. But you still never know. You get on the stage and you got a little bit of the nerves in a show like this, of course. This come out of nowhere for
Yeah.
us. It really did. And we wasn't sure if we would get it or not.
I want you to give your this is Copper Line Bluegrass, and if you've got a Facebook page and all that, feel free.
Yes, sir. We have a
Go ahead, bro.
Facebook. It's called Copper Line Bluegrass. Get on there and like it.